Hello, people. Last time I left you on tenterhooks with the whole Hermann and or instead of maybe as well as, who knows, Zhuge Liang quandary, which I sought your advice for. Today we have the answer for that. Some new relics in the museum, which could be incredibly relevant to this account. And of course, as per all videos, I set myself up as a fool who knows nothing and ask you guys for your opinion on what I should do next. Rightio then. So there were a load of opinions, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you to everyone who posited their opinion. That just doesn't quite make sense. They offered their opinion, proposed their thoughts, gave me the benefit of their tuppence worth. Anyway, so a lot of people suggested maxing Zhuge or just doing Zhuge and ignoring Hermann. A lot suggested doing both of them, and one person who actually suggested, I forget who, but it was a really good idea, about going for Thutmose as well as Zhuge Liang and then running YSG as a secondary to Hu HQ. Anyway, what I decided to do in the end was get Zhuge Liang to 5511 and get Thutmose on the brain, get Hermann to 5511. The thought process is, I don't have a meta march here, I have Huo and YSG. If I had Zhuge and YSG, it still wouldn't be that meta march, would it? It'd be really good, but we'd still have a YSG we need to upgrade on, whereas here we'd be left with Huo without YSG, so we need someone else. So I wouldn't be anywhere towards a perfect march. However, with Zhuge sitting here looking pretty, if he's got Hermann behind him, if I can get those two up to max, Zhuge first, which, let's be honest, is going to take 1,000 heads, that is the perfect march. It's the best archer march, and I'd be delighted to run it. Looks like we can actually refine this. What do you think? Feeling lucky, Punk? No, I'm not. I'm just going to upgrade it soon anyway. So that's what we went with. There are, of course, some interesting developments on the horizon regarding all the early game archer commanders who, and it goes back to that Thutmose comment in the video. I'll just show you what the actual relics, because there's going to be new relics for them, look like. Number one, this is the Thutmose relic. I took this from Chisgle's video, which he did today. So basically, Thutmose currently has two relics, which knock us up to, obviously I know you can't see this, oops. Relic number 2 at the moment is Archer Attack plus 25%, Archer Health plus 20%. It's on the screen in front of me, right? So this gives you an extra 20% Archer Attack and leaves the health the same. It's a really, really big upgrade. Like, it doesn't make Thutmose top tier or anything, but it makes him usable. And, you know, we have a 5511 Thutmose. Thutmose is kind of the hero of this story as well, far more so than I am. So I'm interested in this. For the short term, though, the more interesting one for me is the YSG relic, which, again, isn't amazing, but is good. So archer defense stays exactly the same, and skill damage goes from 5% to 12%, which is a big, big jump. So if we go down back into our screen where YSG is, because he's the only one I've put anything into apart from the cheap Ethel thing. At the moment we have the 20 and the 5. I'm just going to keep saving these relic coins. I believe from Chisgle's video this costs 1,800, so we'll get this at some point. It won't be for a good old while, but we'll be able to get YSG up. And the benefit of having YSG with Huo, while not a great march in and of itself, Huo does a metric ton of skill damage. So if we get YSG adding an extra 12% to that, it's going to be quite tasty indeed. So plan is, as soon as we can, go for the third relic on YSG. Then I assume it's going to be the Thutmose relic, which leaves me in an interesting position. And that's part one of what I wanted to ask opinions on today, because we're about to go into KVK4 in 4 or so weeks. So as I said, I'm planning to run Huo and YSG, and then Zhuge and Hermann. All the spare heads are going to go into Zhuge until then. It's annoying you have to go down to find them. So Hermann, Zhuge will probably be, let's say, 5531 by the time it begins, maybe a 5541 if I get lucky. And then we're going to keep going until he's max, and then we're going to get Hermann up as well. That's the plan anyway. So what do we do with Thutmose? I currently have this piece of equipment on him because there's no point in me decrafting it at the moment. Dismantling, I don't really have anything I can craft, which brings us on to part 2. I also have this for buy bars. Again, same problem. We don't have anything we can crafts, there doesn't seem much point in dismantling it yet, and we have better on Huo. And of course, I can't run 2 cav marches yet, or for about 2.5, maybe 3 years, to be honest. The third march is where it's interesting. So as I said, all the heads are pretty much going to be in Zhuge. But Sun Tzu is obviously terrible when it comes to KVK4. The set's obviously terrible, but we do have plenty and plenty of decent equipment blueprints for infantry. We have, well, here's exactly what we have. We have the Eternal Knight, we have the Shio's Return, and we have the Hope Cloak. So that's the start of a really good set. We can, well, we're not going to be getting anything new for a while because we're going to be focusing on archers. Now we've finally got our archers out there, but I have plenty of equipment pieces. I probably have enough to do 2 of them. Aside from that, I can't really forge anything at the moment. Like, Ian's Choice is useless. Obviously, we're not going to do any more of the witches stuff. Unless we have spare ones of spare animal bones lying around. We do not, because I spent most of them on the last witches thing. So Shio's Return, Hope Cloak, and Eternal Night is a consideration. I'm not sure how viable really it is when we've got Sun Tzu, because we're planning to put our heads into Zhuge, like I said, so we basically would need 2 new infantry commanders, or we'd need to get someone like, I don't know, Scipio, and go put Scipio with YSG, and then go Woe with Ethel. So there's some comments in the last video that I should really start focusing on infantry to get 3 good marches. I agree. I'd really like to do so, but it feels like it's some distance away. I suppose the alternative is we just leave Zhuge and Hermann on 5511. We stick with these big guys, and then we focus on the infantry commanders. I really don't know what to do on this particular front. I also don't know what to do when it comes down to accessories. So when you get into KVK4, through the KVK shop, you can buy an accessory. Ring of Doom or Horn of Fury, both of which are accepted as the best accessories in the game, the best upgrade. However, I need to decide if this account is going to go back to KVK2, do it all again, get stronger, complete the cycle, yada, 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 because you cannot use those accessories in KVK2. And I'm not going to make the dagger or the drums or the Eternal Night pendant because they're simply not as good, and they also cost 120 legendary materials. Those you can use in KVK2, but it seems like a fool's errand for me to go out of my way to make weaker accessories on the off chance we go back. So yeah, bit of a quandary. We've got the marches. We've got 2 of the marches set up. We've got Quo YSG. We've got Zhuge Hermann. The decision point now is whether we go for a third one, an infantry one, and if so, who exactly do we go for? I guess Skippy Liu Che is the answer, but A, we don't have a wheel for a long time. B, I don't have many gems, and C, that would basically require all of my materials to be put into this to upgrade it. The one thing we do have going for us for infantry, we have some pretty banging infantry. Well, we have one. We have this. The rest aren't that good. How many transmutation stones? We have now 5. Oh, it does 0 remaining. I can try my luck at making things better. In general, the armaments on this account are really quite good. Much better than they should be for an account that doesn't spend any money on the game. So I'm very grateful for that. This in particular, look, we got the Annexa, more damage to barbarians. We can tweak them, make them a little bit better. I don't think we have any other new chests to open. No, but I think I've pulled 4 double relics on this account. This one's insane. This one's pretty damn good. This one's pretty damn good as well. Maybe it's just 3. But we really do have a lot of excellent double relics here. Over a lot of potential with the armaments. Here we go. We've got another one as well. Enduring and Infamy. I mean, not the best ones, but they're still pretty damn good. And I can max transmute that. Maybe I should do that. Something to look into. I need to think more about the armaments on this as we go into it. But please, let me know. Should I get this infantry march? Should I start focusing on new pieces of equipment? Or should I just say, right, we've got 2 decent sets now. We've got the Zhuge set. We've got 4 legendaries here. We've got the Huo set. We've got 3 legendaries here. This obviously needs replacing. This obviously needs replacing. Not so necessary to get rid of them here. We've got the... Well, we need 1 more piece to get the 4-piece bonus. These are giving you the troop attack 3%. Obviously improvements to be made, but yeah, the more stark improvements here. So let me know what you think. Also, if you think I was wrong to do the Hermann and Zhuge, please don't say anything horrible. I'd dislike to hear that immensely. So that's where we're going on this account. We've got more than gems today. I just spent it on VIP. I think I did a quest for 10k gems and just spent it. As long as I have like 10k gems left for the wheel, which is probably coming on Friday, that's all I need. I just want to get to the first chest in the wheel. We've got a nice selection of equipment blueprint generic ones. The ones I really want are these, because we've got 17 generic. I believe we've got 11. Yeah, 11 Dragon Breath Tassets. So with just 2 more, we can craft the Dragon Breath Tassets, which would be a big upgrade, and why I didn't try to crit the purple one today. Aside from that, what have we got? 17 more gloves, 5 helmets, quite a few more weapons. I don't really like the cav or the infantry weapon. I'd rather decide what I'm going for and save for the KVK weapon. I think that's probably the play here. But anyway, we can't really turbocharge that. We just have to go quietly, slowly, catchy monkey. So VIP 15, the next goal. We're miles away, but gives you a pretty nice bonus. The march speed in particular is excellent. The action point limit will be lovely for me. Don't really care about anything else aside from the action point recovery and extra action point. Training speed's nice, etc. But VIP 16 is a big one. It's a long way away. I don't really know what to spend my gems on in more than gems. I'm just doing VIP because someone in the chat, thank you to whoever it was, suggested, why not? And I was like, yeah, I suppose that makes sense. There's nothing else I really want in the shop. The only other thing I could consider buying is the purple, where are they? The purple equipment material choices, but it just feels like an unnecessary move considering, well, obviously we're going to need them at some point, but gems are such a precious commodity to an account like this that I don't really want to just spend it buying equipment materials. Brilliant as they are, I kind of need to save this for the events. We still haven't got all the commanders we need from the wheel. We're going to need a lot from the egg event. There's going to be probably another 7k gem. Basically, I need to save my gems as much as possible. Right, that's it. Final thanks from me. I'd like to thank everyone who's supported the stream recently. It's wonderful, honestly. Like, the idea of doing this full-time one day keeps me going on the horrible job that I do that I dislike immensely. Apologies to anyone who watches this from my job, but I really do dislike it. So thanks very much to Nanaki, thanks to Ironsy, thanks to Mr. Achilles, who came with a big donation on the stream the other day. Warmed the fading cockles of my heart. So I'm very glad and privileged for the support everyone's shown me. We're almost getting, well, we're over 1.5k subs now. It's a slow burn, but you know, I feel like it's worth it. I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy streaming. Hope you guys enjoy watching them. Something to do in it. Finally, next time we're going to look at the migration into 3310. I believe we've managed to put, well, I know we've managed to poach the best of the best from 3294. We've got Mr. Mad Achilles himself joining us. He'll be also joining me. Hopefully in a couple of days. He's just setting up a new computer. He's agreed to give an interview to me where he talks about, well, his career on Rock so far, the last KVK, a bit of a lowdown from the other side. So that'll be really interesting. We've got Frogboy as well, who insisted he's going to spend all of his time in the kingdom trying to zero me. And I believe him. So, you know, I'll try and scupper that one. Anyway, let me know what you think on all the questions I posited. I have no idea what I'm doing at this stage. It feels like uncharted territory. Like, I knew what I was doing when I was getting to tier 5, when I was getting to VIP 14. I've done both now. What now? So I will sit and wait for the more intelligent than me people in the comments to tell me what to do with myself. Until next time, my friends, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for all the support. I love you and leave you.